Hello, Wickless Charm VIP. It has been a while since we've went live in our group, and it's actually been, I'm just making sure that we're live, but it's actually been a while since I've done a SNIFFS video live in our group for sure. I know it's been a while. It's been a long time. How many times am I going to say a while? Sorry. Today, we are live, so if you were able to catch me live, please ask any questions down in the comments and I will answer. But this is just going to be a SNIFFS. So our fall and winter 2022, catalog is officially out. It launched yesterday. It's beautiful. You can actually now shop on wicklesscharm.com, or you can place your order with me if you are local. But all of the new fall and winter goodies are out. So I'm going to try not to talk too much about, I'm just going to try not to ramble too much, because that's what I do whenever I'm live. I ramble, and then we're here for like 10,000 hours. Sorry. But we are going to first go through the brand new releases, because this is what I have the most comments about, because they're so good. So we have 10 brand new releases in this catalog that are available as waxes, room sprays, and scent circles. And Scentsy consultants had an opportunity to purchase these early on July 1st. So yeah, of course I purchased them, and I have already warmed through some of, like almost all of them. I think I've warmed them all. Yeah, I think I have. I've warmed them all. I've loved them all. I've gained my opinions about them all. And so that's mainly what this video is about. And then we're going to go through all the other returning scents in the catalog from previous fall and winter years. So brand new releases, I'm going to go in alphabetical order. So the first one is Black Currant and Plum. And I never know if I say that correctly. It could be Black Currant and Plum, Black Currant and Plum. I don't really know, but it is actually in the fruity fragrance family. And this one is Dark Plum and Wild Black Currant. Emboldened sweet apple for a temptation you won't want to resist. And we are back to me mispronouncing everything. It wouldn't be a Wickless Charm video if I didn't mispronounce something. This one is definitely not as fruity as I had imagined it to be. It's a little bit more, honestly, I would say it's like woodsy. Like a dark plum and woodsy fragrance. It's a very great performer. Love this one, but definitely if you love that more like plum, dark, apple, woodsy, fresh top scent, you definitely need to try this Black Currant and Plum. It's in the fruity fragrance family, but my nose, I mainly get like a woodsy, like a fresh woodsy note from it. And that's just personally what I get. Up next, we have Blackberry Spice. I love this one. So Blackberry Spice is in the spice fragrance family. It is ripe blackberry bundled up with cedarwood and fresh clove. I love this one. You get so much of that cedarwood and clove that just makes it so amazing for fall and winter. And then that blackberry gives a little bit of that fruity note to it. This is a great performer. Blackberry Spice is one of my favorites from the new releases for sure. Up next, we have another one of my favorites. This is Cran Apple Crumble. And if you ordered an August Charm Crate, this wax is in the Charm Crate. So Cran Apple Crumble is in the bakery fragrance family. And it's baked crayon apple topped with brown sugar and a dollop of whipped cream. I love it. Okay, so I love pumpkin scents, but I also love apple scents, and I know that's like a big debate in fall and winter of Team Apple and Team Pumpkin. I love them both, and this year we are leaning more towards apple for fall. And I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it at all. It's just a nice change. And this Crayon Apple Crumble, it also has a very great performance. I really, really like it. I hope that y'all love it as much as I do, but it's baked green apple topped with brown sugar and a dollop of whipped cream. So good. I love that one. Next we have my #1 favorite. This is my #1 favorite from the brand new releases for fall and winter. This is Falling Apples. It's in the Woods fragrance family, and it is take a stroll through an orchard lined with crisp apple, acorn, and oak. This one is my favorite. I've been just in that apple-y mood because I feel like apple is just getting its time to shine in this catalog. And it's a great performer. It's so fall-y and apple-y and woodsy. And if you liked Orchard Apple and Spice from the Harvest Collection last year, you're going to love this. And that one actually did come back in the catalog, which makes me super, super happy. So, Falling Apples, I absolutely love. Next, we have another one of my favorites from the new releases. This is Frosted Vanilla. And this is a more, not woodsy, but wintry scent. But it's one of my favorites because the performance absolutely shocked me. Like, I did not, like, this one lasted at least 1 to 2 days longer than usual. I usually change my waxes like twice a week, and this one just I kept smelling it. So I was like, I'm just gonna let this ride and see how long, you know, like how long I get fragrance out of it. And I could still smell it by the time I did change out the waxes, but the rest of the house was ready for new wax. And I always change my wax all at the same time. I don't do it like room by room. When it's wax changing day, the whole house gets fresh wax. But Frosted Vanilla is in the fresh fragrance family, and it is a wonderland of sweet vanilla bean and birch bark with a rush of frosty air. So a wonderland of sweet vanilla bean and birch bark with a rush of frosty air. It's delicious. If you love scents like Silver Bells and Polar Bear Hug, which is formerly known as Eskimo Kiss, you're going to love this. If you liked Fluffy Fleece last year from the holiday bricks, you're going to freaking love this. And Fluffy Fleece came back too. Frosted Vanilla. Just try it. I'm not even going to wait until like wintry time to like use this. Frosted Vanilla, it's so good. It's so good. It's delicious. Next we have Huckleberry Hideaway, which is actually one that is one of my favorites, and I wasn't really expecting it to like be one of my favorites because I didn't know that. I don't know. I really lean towards this scent. This is Huckleberry Hideaway. It's in the Woods fragrance family. It is fresh picked huckleberry, mountain violet, and crisp white woods create the perfect retreat. The performance on this is awesome. And it's different. I think that's why I really, really like it too. It's just different for fall. Like, we didn't just get 10 brand new releases that are like all pumpkin or all spice. Like, this is just, it's woodsy, it's fresh. It even has that fruity note to it because of the fresh picked huckleberry. It is just, if you like scents, if you liked Plum and White Woods, try this one. Try this one because that one might be your next favorite if you liked Plum and White Woods. Next we have Perfect Day. So it's a play on words. I'm actually warming this in our master bed and bathroom right now. I just knew that this would pair perfectly with the Wally classified scent. So I am warming a Wally and Moana and Perfect Day and Toasted Acorn and Oak. And I'm really loving like this mix of fall scents throughout the house because, again, it's different. It's not the same old pumpkin and cinnamon. Perfect Day is a fruity fragrance family. It is autumn pear mixed with spiced syrup and a spirited splash of bourbon. It is just, it's pear. Like, it's a fall pear. And I don't know, when have we ever had one of those? I really love it. And the performance of this is just, I love it. I love it. I think it's so different. And that's what makes me happy, is that I think that these new releases are all just so different and unique. Up next we have Sips of Cider. This was one that I'm still iffy about it. Like, I don't dislike it, but I don't like love it. This is Sips of Cider, and I kind of already, like, I thought that I would love this one because I love anything cider, like Bright Cider Life, cider meal, literally anything like that I love. But Sips of Cider, it's in the citrus fragrance family, and it is lively blood orange steeped with sparkling ginger and cinnamon stick. And I think it's the ginger that really is just kind of throwing it off for me personally, because I don't really like ginger. I mean, I'm really weird about ginger, but it is a more citrusy cider fragrance. So it's different from Cider Meal and Bright Cider Life, and those lean more towards apple and pumpkin. I believe they both have apple and pumpkin in them. But Sips of Cider is more of like a blood orange cinnamon stick cider. With that, the ginger is what I think kind of throws me off. But if you love ginger, or if you love citrusy scents, like the blood orange fall citrusy scents, you definitely should try this. I have warmed it and the performance was great on it. I just personally am not big about ginger. Up next we have a Velvet Moon. This is actually in the floral fragrance family, and this one is soft vanilla flower and white musk glow behind a silky layer of foggy mist. This one is really masculine. So this one is definitely a winter floral, more of that like fresh air, but it also has a woodsy note to it that makes it really masculine in my opinion. I've warmed this once, and I've warmed it in the master bed and bath, and it just reminded me of a masculine fragrance, like a soft type of cologne. So Velvet Moon, it's not too floral in my opinion. I think that white musk is what I mainly get out of it, and I think that's what's giving me that more like masculine vibe. But I think that's what it is. I'm just making sure that my internet service has been weird the last few days. So I'm just making sure we're still up, because it keeps kind of like blurring me out. But Velvet Moon, I really like it. And then last but not least, we have White Amber and Silk, which this is the girlfriend of White Amber and Teak. And so if you know White Amber and Teak, it came out in the last catalog, and we loved it so much that they kept it in this fall and winter catalog. So it is back, and this is the girlfriend of it, because it just reminds me so much of White Amber and Teak, but a softer, more feminine version of it. White Amber and Silk is in the fresh fragrance family, and it is warm amber and bergamot are wrapped up in comforting cotton for a smooth finish. Like White Amber and Teak is in the woods fragrance family, and it's amber, teak, and fresh bergamot. So White Amber and Silk is the warm amber and bergamot with comforting cotton. So the difference between these is the cotton and the teak, and that teak is what makes it really woodsy, like more of a masculine cologne type scent. But this White Amber and Silk, this, if you love scents like Cozy Cardigan, you definitely need to try this. The Cozy Cardigan, what else do we have like this? Fluffy Fleece, for sure. If you really like the frosted vanilla, you should try this one. I just feel like it kind of gives it that same vibe. I don't know. But White Amber and Silk, I really like it. I really like the performance of it. It's not a powerhouse. It is a softer fragrance. Kind of how like Luna, we all love Luna, and we love how it smells, but it's just not a strong scent. It's because it's not made to be extra strong. Like, it's not made to be a powerhouse. So I love all of the new releases. The only ones that I'm iffy about is the Blackcurrant and Plum and the Sips of Cider. I would definitely say Sips of Cider would definitely be my least favorite out of all of them, like if I had to rank them. But the Falling Apples and the Cranapple Crumble and Frosted Vanilla, those are all for sure like my top favorites. So let's just go through. I have all of the testers right here, but I know I don't want to like sit and make you wait for me to like dig them out. So let's just go through the catalog scents. And then if I can see them, we'll sniff them. But I think Facebook is still working on you being able to smell them through the camera. You never know. You never know. That could be a feature in the world, maybe in the future. But we also have a category for holiday scents. So this is Get in a Merry Mood with these hand-picked holiday scents. These are just paired by Scentsy for you. And Be Merry came back. Christmas Cottage, Dancing Sugar Plums, Fluffy Fleece came back from the bricks last year, and the Fluffy Fleece is in the laundry line, and it's absolutely freaking incredible. It's my favorite laundry right now that we have, hands down. Icicles and Evergreen also came back. That was a scent of the month last year. Perfect Peppermint, Polar Bear Hug, which was previously known as Eskimo Kiss, Very Merry Cranberry, Very Snowy Spruce, and Winterberry Apple Tea. So it's a very good lineup. And yes, Silver Bells is not in the holiday little category, but don't worry, because Silver Bells did come back. At first, I was like looking through this the other day, and I almost had a heart attack because I saw that Silver Bells wasn't in the holiday scents, and I was like, oh my god, but it's there. It's there. It's in the catalog. It's my #1 favorite scent for like Christmas time. And if it wasn't going to come back, I was just going to be absolutely heartbroken, because I had thought that it was coming back, and I had already updated my club, and I had removed it. So I had a mini heart attack for like 2 seconds thinking that I removed it from my club and it's not coming back. So I thought I was just screwed. But next we have Spice. So for the fall and winter time, we have a lot of scents in the Spice category usually. So we have, returning from last year, we have Apple and Cinnamon Sticks, Autumn Hearth, Autumn Sunset, Cider Meal, Cinnamon Bear, Clove and Cinnamon, Dancing Sugar Plums, Christmas Cottage, I forgot to say that one again, Farm Stand Pumpkin, First Day of Fall, one of my favorites, Harvest Blessings, which is a car bar now, I'm so excited to get that in, Maple Apple Bourbon, favorite, Pumpkin Chai, Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl, Spiced Amber Glow, and Welcome Home. Well, Welcome Home didn't return, it never left, but so we have a lot in the Spice family. And then don't forget the Blackberry Spice. Yeah, Blackberry Spice is that's a new release that it's in the Spice family too. And then the bakery, we have returning, we have Apple Cherry Strudel, Cinnamon Buttercream, that one came back, that one was good. Clementine Cupcake from the spring and summer catalog, that one stayed. So that one stayed for this season. The Cranapple Crumble, which is new. Graham Cracker Crunch came back, thankfully. Hug in a Mug came back, thankfully. Pumpkin Roll came back, thankfully. Salted Caramel Toffee, which was a brick, and it came back. Scary Good, which was a scent of the month, and I really love Scary Good, so I'm really happy that that one came back. Sugar Cookie retired for the spring and summer season, and it got a lot of people worried, but it came back. And then Vanilla Cinnamon Maple, which was also a holiday brick last year. So now it's going to be available in the catalog. So the Salted Caramel Toffee and Vanilla Cinnamon Maple, those were bricks last year and they came back. And then in the fresh category, we have that returned. We have Arctic Kiss, thankfully. We have Cozy Cardigan, Eucalyptus Wreath, which is a very nice one. Fluffy Fleece. Fluffy Fleece is also a car bar, but we had the chance to get the laundry early in July, so I've already used up my Fluffy Fleece laundry. And Brandon even asked like what I had been washing the clothes in. I love to do clothes. He also does clothes, and he does like probably more housework than I do, but I love to do clothes. It's like a goal for me to always have the clothes done. But he asked what I had been using on the clothes, and he said that it was good because he could smell it all day at work, and he works in a machine shop, so that tells you something. So Fluffy Fleece, it was a brick last year and it came back. Frosted Vanilla is the new one. Icicles and Evergreen. Did Newborn Nursery retire for spring and summer? If it did, it's back. Perfect Peppermint, Polar Bear Hug, Silver Bells, and White Amber and Silk. That's all in the fresh. And then we also have a lot of woods for fall and winter. Typically we have Around the Campfire, which is, if you love Bonfire Beach, you need to at least try Around the Campfire, because Around the Campfire is like, it reminds me so much of Bonfire Beach. It's like Bonfire Beach without the toasted marshmallow aspect to it. It's very woodsy. So if you like very woodsy scents, try Around the Campfire. It's a great performer too. Be Merry is in the Woods fragrance family. I think of it more as like a fresh note, but that's just my opinion. Blue Sage and Tonka is back, and it is a car bar. Cashmere and Corduroy is back, and it's in a car bar. I cannot wait to have it in my hands because I cannot wait to hang it up in the Jeep. Cashmere and Corduroy was my favorite new release last fall and winter. It's so strong. It is wrap yourself up in the coziness of creamy vanilla, Sicilian bergamot, and cashmere sandalwood. Y'all know how I am about vanilla and sandalwood. Y'all know. That's one of my favorite like scent mixes ever. Cedar Cider came back. Falling Apples is the new one. Huckleberry Hideaway is the new one. It's also in the Woods. Iced Pine came back. Toasted Acorn and Oak. Do you remember that one? That one was in the Harvest collection last year. I actually have that warming in the living room now. I have it mixed with the Wally classified scent to give it more of like that woodsy note to it. So Toasted Acorn and Oak is toasted acorn, creamy chestnut, roasted over golden oak, bring warmth to a crisp evening. Acorn was like a trend last year because even like just random at the Mrs. Meyer's and like just other like just stores and stuff, like I saw a lot of like acorn inspired scents. Like acorn was just like toasted acorn scent. I mean, I really love the scent. It was actually in my, no, it wasn't in my club. I don't think it was in my club, but I had some like stored from last year just in case. But I was really happy to see it in the catalog. So it's back. And Very Snowy Spruce, of course, is also back in the Woods. And then we have Fruity, which is like a fall, wintry fruity. So not like your typical spring and summer fruity. Autumn Road Trip returned with Berry Blessed. Black Currant and Plum is in the Fruity Fragrance family. Bright Cider Life thankfully came back. Caramel Apple Craze. Fairy Tale Pumpkin. I decided that I don't like that one, and I don't know why it's back. But if you love Harvest Pumpkin, Midnight Black Raspberry, and Black Licorice, you're gonna love it. So Fairy Tale Pumpkin, it obviously was a favorite because it came back. So it's back. It's just not my favorite. Orchard Apple and Spice. This was the one that if you love, or I said that if you love the Orchard Apple and Spice from the Harvest collection last year, you need to warm, or you need to get the Falling Apples because those are so good. Orchard Apple and Spice, so strong. It has such a great performance. I'm so happy to have it back. Perfect Day is in the Fruity Fragrance family. Pomegranate Prosecco came back. Scarlet Sunflower came back, which Scarlet Sunflower is definitely more fresh or floral to me, or maybe even woods. Its juicy apple and a hint of red cranberry are brought in by Scarlet Sunflower turning to face the sun. I don't get a huge amount of that juicy apple and cranberry in it. It's more of a scent that like it reminds me of Summer Holiday. And Summer Holiday, that's a floral fragrance family scent, I think. So that's what it reminds me of, but I really like Scarlet Sunflower. I'm glad I gave it a chance last year. It's really good. I like it. Tinselberry. Tinselberry is back. It was one of my favorite new releases last year as well. It's strawberry and cranberry dipped in cinnamon and sweet sugar for a little extra sparkle. It's not only great on sniff, but it's a great performer. So that's what really, like, it was in my club. I'm pretty positive it was in my club through the spring and summer season. I think it was. But it's a really great performer. Very Merry Cranberry and Winterberry Apple Tea. Those did come back. And then we have some citrus and floral. So citrus, Blue Grotto, and Coconut Lemongrass, those stayed. And then the new Sips of Cider is actually in the citrus fragrance family. And then in the floral family, we didn't have any returning ones. We don't really ever usually have a lot of floral scents for fall and winter. But the new release, Velvet Moon, is considered a floral scent. So we have Luna and Velvet Moon in the fragrance family for floral. Let's talk about more waxes while we're here. Not waxes, but just like scents in general. So the Disney Oh Boy, the Mickey Mouse Oh Boy, and then the Minnie Mouse Totally Minnie, and the Mickey Mouse and Friends, those scents stayed. 100 Acre Wood retired as a wax, but it did come out in pods. The Disney Princess True Love Awaits is still available in wax and pods. The Marvel Nine Realms is in wax and pods. And I think that was about it for waxes. So, but I will be, of course, doing way more videos through the fall and winter season all about the catalog. I will be doing a full catalog walkthrough eventually. It's on my to-do list, so hopefully I can get that in this week. So we can talk about literally page by page what is in the catalog. And I will also be doing my favorite from the fall and winter catalog. So I'm pretty positive that the Scooby-Doo collection comes out on the 8th. I'm pretty positive. But then I know that we have Alice in Wonderland coming back with a new warmer on the 15th. And I know if you purchase the warmer, you get a free wax. So that's really, really cool. So, so many awesome things happening in the next 6 months. We have so many awesome collections, limited time offers, so much. So, but that's it. I would love to hear your opinions on the scents. If you are watching the replay on YouTube, please comment down below and let me know which ones that you're loving, or like which ones did you order? Did you get samples of them? Like which ones are you excited about, or are you just winging it and just gonna try them all? I hope you love them. So, but that's it, guys. Happy Tuesday, and if you watched this, thank you so much. Bye, guys.